is an operation that and an investigation that has been ongoing since 2012. It's an international operation, and it was on two continents. It involved law enforcement from both the United States, federal. We had agencies here in the state of Montana, local law enforcement, as well as law enforcement in the United Kingdom. And it was a very complex investigation. All started by a report in 2011 of child pornography, and following that tip, FBI, Homeland Security Special Agents, and Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force officers executed a search warrant in Polson, Montana. That was at the residence of a guy by the name of Paul Winsowitz. And what the agents learned at that time is that he was operating an online bulletin board where members would advertise and trade sexually explicit images of little girls, many under the age of 12. That board and that investigation led to an additional identification of a second operation that we discovered, where some of the participants in this first operation, which we called Operation of Kingdom Conqueror, they also participated in a second board called Moon Runner. And Peter, I'll tell you what we learned during the first part of the investigation on what we call the KOFD bulletin board. We learned that the board was housed on a server in the Isle of Jersey, which is one of the Channel Islands of the United Kingdom. And a critical part of this investigation was the work done by the Isle of Jersey Special Police, who seized a computer and were able to crack a 26-character password that had a complete encrypted backup copy of the KOFD website bulletin board, and that allowed us to decrypt the folder and identify other criminals who are participating in the board. The men who were involved in this, of course, we obtained 21 convictions. The men ranged in age from 25 years to 67 years of age. The sentences imposed by Judges Malloy and Christensen ranged between 180 months and 220 months. The men now, of course, are in prison for a significant period of time, and they're going to be followed and monitored for life after they are released. I think, by way of example, how dangerous these men are. They were exploiting girls as young as 4 years of age. Some had images of girls that were younger in those personal collections. Some of them had as many as 6 million items and of photographs in their collections. Just how dangerous these guys are. I can give you some examples.
How were you able to obtain the kind of cooperation, the international cooperation, to get this investigation completed?
Fair question. It's an international issue. We were able, through the work with the FBI. The FBI has an HSI. They have field offices and offices all over the world. And we were able to identify early on in this investigation that one of the participants in the conspiracy was located in the United Kingdom. And through that investigation, we learned that the bulletin board, there was a computer at the Isle of Jersey that actually housed the bulletin board. And then with our cooperation and understanding with the UK, they were able to seized a computer. They cracked the code there. They provided, along with FBI's work, the identity of other people. In fact, one of the individuals, a Constable Pat Ford, who is with the he's an Isle of Jersey detective, actually came to Montana and testified in the trials that were held in Missoula, Montana. So it's cooperation through international agencies. And then also, I have to tell you, Peter, the work that is done locally by our federal agents, our Assistant United States Attorney in partnership with the state and local law enforcement, it's what makes it happen. It is truly where men and women park their egos at the door, their badges, and they are working with one goal in mind, and that is to disrupt these organizations and bring meritorious prosecutions into the U.S. Attorney's